Hi, it's Kim from Affordably Crafty, and today we are going to be working on a project that you can use to turn a lot of different size objects into jewelry. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Kim, and my channel is all about teaching you how to stretch your craft dollar and be affordably crafty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram and join my Facebook group where I post about all my steals, deals, and freebies I find in my travels in the crafting world. So today we are going to be talking about a crafting freebie that I got in the mail that I'm going to be turning into a pendant. And it is this beautiful polished glass hexagon mosaic from Tile Bar. I don't know if you can see how awesome that is. So I am going to be taking one of these and turning it into a pendant. And this is going to be a tutorial, so get excited, guys. I am digging into the yarn archives to get some cool fibers for this project. I also am going to be teaching you how to make a round braided cord. You can wear just alone or as a cord the pendant can go on. So this is a pretty versatile tutorial, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm going to turn this around. Oh, I will give you information on Tile Bar in the description box. I also will apparently be releasing this video sooner. I will move it up the queue and probably put it out probably before the live tomorrow on Wednesday, because we're talking about thread crochet, and the tutorial will go up after my live with Affordably Geeky. So I will link Tile Bar down below and how to get samples. Yeah, more information if you want to watch the Tile Bar video, which I will also link down below. Yeah, so we are going to do a tutorial. Woo! All right, gonna flip you around now. See you in a minute. Hi, everyone. It's Kim from Affordably Crafty. Yeah, pardon this black thing. It's actually an LED lamp that I'm using to kind of illuminate my surface. So today we are going to be making a pendant out of one of these hexagonal mosaics from Tile Bar. Here's the information if you would like to get yourself a sample of this. You can see that okay. There you go. So what you're going to need for this tutorial, you're going to need whatever you're going to be wrapping to become a pendant or jewelry. In this case, tile sample. Thread crochet, not thread crochet, the number 10 crochet thread. So I went in my yarn archives and I got this one. Hopefully this is enough. I think it should be. And I just went, what's a small hook? Okay, I got a 3mm random cheapo off Amazon because I don't tend to use hooks this small very often, so I have not invested in higher end hooks. And then for the braiding tutorial afterwards, I have gone into my yarn archives again and got this that I grabbed from the recycling center. So there's this nubby beautifulness here. I was going to use this initially to wrap this, but I thought that the nubs would make it not lay flat on me, so I thought better of that. So there's this one. There's this one for sure, which is by Barocco. It's Jewel FX. I don't know if this is made anymore or not. And this is a, does not say what size it is. Doesn't say the, okay, whatever. So it's got browns and golds and coppers, and it's got little nubbies in it too sometimes. And I have 2 of those. Pardon for the jacked upness of it. That's what happens when you get stuff used sometimes. And then I'm going to be using this vintage JP Coats metallic knit crochet, 86 mercerized cotton, 14% metallic. This is the color Ecru Gold. Here's the information. I don't know if this is made anymore or not. This was from a vintage haul. So these right now is going to be the plan for the braided thing. That may change. I'm not sure. This is just my initial first thought. Let me know what you think of this down below. I'm going for different textures to make it interesting. And you don't want to use any yarn for any of these projects that is stretchy. Also, I would not recommend 100% cotton because it's going to stretch. Be warned. I guess if you were using the braid just as a necklace on its own and not with a pendant on it, that might be okay, but then you wouldn't be able to put a pendant on it ever. You're also going to need a pair of scissors. Scissors for this. What is, I have yuccas on my scissors. Oh, sorry, that's from when I opened my last package, apparently. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is take off a Yas sticker. Attempt to take off the sticker on the back here, which is coming off pretty easily. There is a netting on the back of this, as you can see. We're going to be leaving that on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut in between where the netting is, but I'm going to leave a row kind of like this one is. So you don't want to cut here. You want to cut the next row over. So that's what I'm going to do here with my scissors. I'm going to just cut down. And now we were left with one piece of the tile. How big is this, you say? Well, if I only had a tape measure. I do not know where my tape measure is now. I'll put it in the description box later if I find a tape measure. Somehow the kids tend to lose those on me. So you can see here, one side has the netting and one doesn't. So we're going to leave the netting side as the top side when we're done. That just gives it something else to hold on to. All right. So just so you know, this is not going to be a situation where I know ahead of time what the size dimensions are. I'm kind of more of a wing it crocheter a lot of times. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make a chain about as long as half of this. That's where we're going to start with. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a slip knot. And pull that, put a thing in there. I'm going to leave a little bit of a longer tail just because, I don't know, because I am. So I am going to chain. Oof, I don't usually work with crochet thread, guys. Should I make this closer? Hold on. Is that better? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going to eyeball that, see how we did. Let us see, shall we? Oops. Okay, that's about right. So I want it to be about halfway, well, about, I don't know, 3/4 or whatever of the length. You basically want to eyeball so that all the sides around kind of have the same amount of space. It's going to make it easier for you to crochet around. Okay, that being said, now we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and we are going to go into the first chain from the hook, and we are going to do a single crochet. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I don't use I don't use thread very often, so sorry if this is a laborious tutorial. At the very least, you should find me amusing. Okay. Try not to twist your starting chain. Going to the second one. And we're going to put 1 single crochet in each thing. So basically I was like, what can I make with thread crochet that I think could be done for many different projects? And I thought, well, this would be kind of fun to do. I had opened my tile bar samples and I just was like, what can I do with this? And I'm like, those would make a cool pendant, especially for the fall. Like, honestly, how fall is that? It's beautiful, right? So pretty. I'm very happy with the samples I picked out. Oh yeah, this video is not sponsored by anybody. Just an FYI. And again, you could do this around cabochon, which is a bead that's flat on one side. You could deconstruct a piece of vintage jewelry that you find at a thrift shop and do this to it. You know, you get some bibs and bobs out yard sailing too, if yard sales are going on where you are. And that's always fun. So basically what we're doing is we're making a little cage so that this can become a pendant, if that makes sense. And again, I'm just going single crochet all around. What projects have you guys made with thread crochet? Not thread crochet. Made with thread. I have definitely done the traditional tassels. So then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the end here. 1, 2. And then I'm going to chain 1. Flip my work over. And now, why is this all awkward? You pull your tail tight if it looks like it's jacked up. Try not to get this turned. Do your best, folks. Okay. Now we're going to single crochet all the way back up this. Try not to twist it. It's very difficult. What am I doing? Single crochet. Single crochet. Now, folks, this doesn't have to be perfect. This part is going to be on the back of the pendant. No one's going to see it except you when you put it on. So please don't feel like super stressed out about this part. Okay, there's more to stress out in life than over thread crochet. No offense. No offense, people. Okay. Single crochet in each part. It's a little bit hard to find the holes on the underside of the crochet, so pardon me. And also, like I've said a bunch of times, I don't usually work with thread, so pardonnez-moi. Okay. Don't twist on me. Let's see. This is a really good project to use up some of your novelty yarn that's on the thinner side. Not this part, but the braiding part I'm going to show you after. Really is a good way to use that up. Also, it's also another really good way to use up, you know, yarn that's too pretty to use. You know who you are. You know who you are. You sit on your shelf for a long time. Well, if you have it in a piece of jewelry, you will be able to wear it and display it more often than in a sweater or something like that. I mean, another good way to use that kind of yarn is to do a, all right, so now we're back at the end. I'm going to show you what this looks like right now. It's kind of a little twisted, but you kind of get the idea. So it looks like this. So see, we're building it up. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch into the first knot over here. Okay, and we're going to chain 1. And then into here, we're going to put a single crochet right in the end. Oops. That's a double crochet, Kim. Un momento. Single crochet right in the end. And then we're going to turn our work. And this one, we're going to do 2 in each one. So 2 in each single crochet. So here you see 1. We're going to do 2. That's a double crochet, Kim. Oi. Get it together. It's very tiny, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. 1, 2 in there. Remember what you just said. Single crochet, 2 in each one. 2 in the top of each loop there from the previous row. Voice, don't fail me now. All right. I hope you are enjoying my cheapo tutorial style. You don't need to have a lot of expensive equipment to do tutorials. You just need some good lighting. This is a cheap LED lamp that I have over here. Did I do 2 in the last one? 1. I don't think I did. We'll put another one in that one. I've got a LED lamp that is sitting on my table right here, which is, if you guys didn't see that little explanation before, this is a Sterilite container cover that actually fits right in between the 2 arms of my crochet chair. And that is what I'm doing this tutorial on, folks. I do have a tutorial arm that I got a recommendation from Ginger on, but I think it was like 20 bucks. It's not expensive. And when I do my lives, I prop my phone up against my my little tiny trigger tripod. And that I think is like $6.95 at Walmart. So I'm not rolling with any expensive technology here. I did upgrade my phone recently, but up until then, I was using an iPhone 6 Plus, which was like hella old. No, not Plus. iPhone 6S Plus. 6S Plus, that's correct. Sorry, that was my fridge down here turning off if you just heard a weird noise. Doing good. I'm going to be honest with you, I hope this project works out because this was just like a light bulb idea I had. I'm going to be kind of irritated if I spend all this time on this tutorial and it doesn't work. I'm hoping it does. We'll cross our fingers. Did I put 2 in that one? 80K. No, I put 1. Let's put another one in you. Boop. There you go. And I'm not doing a stitch count or anything because, to be honest with you, it really doesn't matter. Eek! Is that how you feel about that? Well, I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I'm so funny. I try not to stress out about the crochet. It's a form of relaxation for me. And for me to be relaxed, it doesn't have to be super duper perfect. It just kind of has to be functional for what I'm trying to do. Like, I don't want to make a sweater and then, hold on, I'm at the corner again. So what I'm going to do here in this corner is I'm going to, this is the chain. This is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to go into the side here, the side of that stitch you just did, and do a single come on, dude. There we go. Do a flippity flip flip. There we go. Single crochet in the side. I'm going to do another one in that one. A single crochet. Then we are going to do a chain. And then in the next one, we're going to do 2. After I get around here, I will see how big it is. Isn't that fun? So fun. Chain 1, and we're going to go 2 in this one. Try and do your best to get it in there, but let's not stress about unneeded things, okay? Here we go. I'm going to try and do this tutorial in one shot. We'll see how we do. It's kind of more of a talking tutorial. Chain 1. Okay. Now we're back on the front side. And what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and not chain 2, single crochet 2 into every loop. Here we go. Going up the other side. And then when I get to the other starting point here, I will measure this against the tile and see how we're doing. Oh, monkeys. Try that again. Try that again. 2 into every loop. So what else has been going on lately? Oh, I started doing some deep diving into samples and freebies. Am I still in frame? Sorry if I'm not. That's been really fun. I just put up my first video this week on Sample Tuesday. I've also been starting a new series of crafting freebies, which is where this tile bar thing came from. Which I will be putting that up tonight probably, or at least before the live tomorrow. And this tutorial will go up after the live. I do like how this gold crochet thread looks. I don't hate it, which is saying a lot about crochet thread. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. When you use crochet thread, what size hook do you use? I just randomly grabbed the 3mm hook. I was like, that looks tiny, we'll take that one. But I needed one that had an ergonomic handle. Now this is a cheapo Stevo from Amazon. It was actually part of my first crochet hook set I got that came with a case and some stitch markers and a measuring tape and little scissors and a bunch of different sizes. I think it went from like 2mm up to like maybe 10. I don't remember. But it was a good starter crochet kit. For me anyways. 1, 2 in there. Again, you don't have to go out and buy fancy stuff if you just want to learn to crochet. Same goes for if you want to do a YouTube channel. In front of me, when I do my lives, I probably shouldn't give that away. We're going to be talking about YouTube lives on Saturday on Affordably Geeky. Excuse me. My allergies are bothering me this week. It's supposed to be coming into another heat wave today in Massachusetts, so that should be fun. Not. That's okay. Let's see. I would not consider myself a super fast crocheter, especially not when I'm working with thread. Just so you guys know, if you're not familiar, I very rarely work with a 2, never mind a crochet thread. Yeah, I'm liking this antique gold color. What do you guys think? It's a little bit hot with the lamp on me, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, one more loop. Do 1 in there. And then we're going to slip stitch. This is our first stitch here. I know, egads, I didn't use a stitch marker. Well, whatever, it's evident. So this is what we look like right now. Let's see how we're doing with size. Oh, we're doing pretty good. So, that's working out pretty good. Okay. Now we are going to do a chain 1. And we're going to do 2 in this first, oh, that's incorrect. 2 in the first one. Chain 1. Oops. Aha. That's the other thing I don't like about crochet thread. It does this. It likes to kink up on me. I don't think it's the way that I'm holding it. It just does this. That's annoying. Anybody got any tips for this not doing this? That'd be great. Let me know down below. And then the next one we're going to do 2. Okay, then we're going to do 1 in the next one. 2 in the next one. 2. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for fall projects. 1, so that's going to be the repeat. 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet. And then when I am done going around this round, I will then hold it against the tile and see how we're doing for sizing. Because again, this is more about function than perfection. If that bothers you, this tutorial is not going to be the one for you, folks. Because that's just how I roll. And so basically, you can figure out how to size and put on a little cage and backing for any size that you would like to turn into a pendant, which really opens it up for things you're going to find at a thrift store or even roadside pickups, which are like items I find on the side of the road. And I don't mean so much like yard sale leftovers, but just like I'm walking in my neighborhood and there's random stuff on the ground, and sometimes it's pretty cool. I have a couple videos on that I can link down below if that you're so inclined to check that out. That's pretty fun though. My kids really get into doing that with me. The roadside pickups. 2. Cool. Now 1. Say it with me now. Thread is so tiny. Thread is so tiny. Thread is so itty bitty tiny. I don't know how people did all those huge tablecloths or bedspreads. Sorry. For those of you that don't know, I tend to film at night for this kind of stuff, and a lot of my videos after my kiddos go to bed. And sometimes I'm a little bit loopy-loo by the time that happens. You know how that is if you have small kids. I have a 3.5-year-old son and a soon-to-be 7-year-old daughter. She turns 7 in October. So there's that. 1, 2, 1. I put 1 or 2 in the last one, 2. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. What else has been going on? Let's see. Oh, I did post a video recently about Hobby Lobby clearance. Oh, did you know that they have a little tiny like set of crochet thread at Hobby Lobby? It comes in a box. So you can get a good variety of colors without having to have a huge amount if you're into doing like smaller projects with crochet thread. Not like doilies, but more like jewelry and such. Isn't that cool? As always, go on your 30% off Yarn Week, which is every other week at Hobby Lobby for those that don't know. This one's got 2. Dosey-dose. Dosey-dose. This thread is very fiddly. You so tiny. You so tiny. One. That had 1. This one has 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Almost at the corner here. 1. Okay, I kind of like what this is doing currently. Look. It's like going into itself in a spiral. That can make a really cool necklace. I'm gonna have to pause this and rewind it and figure out how I did that. Since I'm fudging it. But that's a cool necklace, huh? Good use for crochet thread. Okay, what was I just doing? Now 2. 1. 2. Sorry if occasionally I'm going out of frame again. I have not really done a lot of tutorials. Although this is miles better than my last one, let me tell you. It's pretty embarrassing. Chain 1. 1, 2 in the next one. Chain 1. Where's the hole? 1. Get in there. There we go. Ugh. Monkeys. 2 in the next one. Chain 1. Now we're on the underside. It's getting a little curly. Make it work. Okay. Chain 1. I'm going to do the same deal down here. 1, 2 in the next one. 2. Exciting. Let's see, I also have a really good haul coming up soon that's going to have some online options for creative reuse stores, which are always fun. Keep stuff out of the landfill. Be creative with some awesome stuff. It's win-win. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, me and you. The good thing about videoing this is I can make it again. A lot of times I'm just fudging it and I can't repeat it afterwards because I don't remember what I did. I'm not the type of person that's going to notate everything in a notebook. That's just not my jam. Plus the fact that I'm usually picking this up and putting it down because of my kids doesn't really help with that. 2. 1, 2. Let's see. How many did I do in the last one? 2. 1, 2. What do you guys think about how this is going to come out with the colors together? I'm ready for fall, y'all. Not the kids going back to school, but just the fall is my favorite season of the year. The colorscapes, well, maybe not activities this year, but normally the activities are pretty awesome here in New England. What are your favorite things to do in the fall? We have some really cool art festivals down my neck of the woods that I don't miss usually. We also have hay rides to go get apples and pumpkins and all that stuff that's fun. Lots of apple orchards here in New England. Getting to the end of this side, guys. I can't wait to actually wear out the sweater I made last year from a bod pattern. Out, like, not just in the front yard taking pictures of it, but like actually out in real life somewhere. Even if it's just the grocery store. It makes me feel very accomplished when I make wearables. They make me feel like I have extra panache that day, if you know what I mean. Another tip, if you are a content creator or a business owner, always have business cards on you. I have ones that I made up with a stamp, like one of those self-inking stamps I got off Amazon. All right, we're coming up to the connection point, so we are going to chain 1 and put 2 in this one. Nope, sorry, 1 in that one, and we're going to slip stitch here. And we're going to check our work and see how we're doing. Okay, we're doing pretty good. So if let me turn this over, actually. So if I flatten this, we pretty much have done pretty good with covering that. Does that make sense? So we've covered that. So now what we're going to do is start building up the sides. Yeah, so we're going to start building up the sides. So we're not going to increase anymore. So this next one is going to be a single crochet in each stitch around. Single crochet. And that is what this one will be. I'll be honest with you, this is going faster than I thought it was gonna. I know for some people it seems like it's super laborious. I'm not the fastest crocheter on a good day, but I do find it very relaxing and therapeutic for myself. Let's see, what else have I made out of thread crochet? Oh, I've done some stuff with ornaments, like snowflakes. Snowflakes were fun. We got some of that twinkly Aunt Lydia's. Oh, I did see that Loops and Threads just came out with some, at Michael's, they just came out with some, their own crochet thread, Loops and Thread branded. I didn't see any super exciting colors, though. I think I picked the right size hook for this, though, which makes me happy. I was kind of worried about that, to be honest with you. Just randomly, blindly going, this one looks small enough. Picked up a 2mm and I was like, yeah, nope, not doing that. So again, you basically want this to be like encapsulating the item you're going to turn into a pendant. And you don't want it to be stretchy as much. Well, for those of you that watched the beginning of this video, I've been playing around and enjoying some makeup lately. All the makeup I'm wearing came from the Dollar Tree. They've had a lot of really good hard candy and Wet n Wild stuff there lately. And some other higher brands like Flower and other stuff. They're generally in kind of weird colors, which works out for me because I love to wear weird colors for makeup. I think brown is boring. Not that I'm busting people that wear neutral colors, but that's just not my thing. I'm going to wear makeup. Damn it, I'm going to have fun with it. Right, folks? Right. Ooh, what's going on there? Get in there, friend. There we go. I'm also not doing bigger stitches because I want to control what's going on with the size as much as I can. I mean, technically you could slip stitch this, but that's just, no. This tutorial does not need to be 2 hours long. And again, I'm just going around and putting one single crochet in each stitch. Now, I don't know how many are here because, again, I'm winging it. Wing it, wing it. Still looking pretty as a Curley Q, though, as far as that is concerned. Happy accidents, right? Hope I have enough of this thread. I think I will. Oh, stop twisting up on me. I spent today working on some merch. I have some cool sticker designs coming out in the near future here. For myself, Affordably Crafty, and also for Affordably Geeky. I've finalized the Affordably Geeky logo. I am very happy with it. I hope you guys will be too. And yep, I love it. I also found a pretty interesting sticker company that I'm very happy with. Kind of helped me overcome one of the hurdles I have with making merch. That's good. I'm gonna go into that chain space and just do one in there. Anytime you come across a chain space, you just do one inside the chain space at this point. Why does crochet thread come on a big cardboard tube? Why doesn't it just come on a spool like embroidery thread does sometimes? Maybe it's cheaper to just put it on a cotton tube, on a cardboard tube. I don't know. What should I do with this tube after I'm done? I don't want to just recycle it. I have to think on that. It's not as long as like a paper towel tube. If I had two, they'd make pretty cool binoculars for my kids to goof around with. But I only have one right now. It's not like I go through crochet thread that fast. However, I might possibly empty those Jewel FX things. Could make cool binoculars. Let's see. I can't see the timestamp on my phone. Hope we're not at an hour. I feel like maybe I haven't been crocheting that long. But you never know. Once I get around here, we're going to see the sizing. I'm going up the other side now. I'm happy with this idea. I think I've decided what my next bigger purchase is going to be. I think I might start doing some research to get a sewing machine. I don't have one. I've only been hand sewing exclusively for a couple of years now. What do you think a good machine would be for somebody who is probably not very interested in embroidery, more interested in a machine that can go through thicker material if I want it to, because I tend to make stuff in tapestry quite a lot. Yeah, I hand sew with tapestry. Let's let that sink in for a second. And I think that this takes too long. Yeah. Don't ask. So yeah, I need a good machine that's going to be sturdy, not made like a piece of you know what. CR, you know what. Let me know down below if you have any suggestions. There also is a place near me that sells refurbished machines. I don't know if I should just get an older machine because they're made more solid, that's got a guarantee on the refurbishment, or if I should go with a new machine. What do you guys think? And I don't want to break the bank on this, but this is most likely what I'll be using my next YouTube money for. Or at least start saving some of it for it. Let's say one more and then we're going to slip stitch. Oops. That's not correct, Kim. There we go. One more single crochet. I'm going to slip stitch into this one. It's Slippity, slippy, slippy, slip. Okay. Oops. Did I not go down the other side already? I don't know what the heck I just did. Hold on. Let's look at what we did. Look at what we did. Oh, I definitely did the other side. Crazy town. Just kidding. Key. Alright, we're definitely going to have to do another row. So if I flip it over, that's what we're looking like. So we're just over the sides here. Can you see that? Hold on. So see, we're just over the sides. We need it to go up the side. So we're going to need another row of single crochet. And we'll see, oops, sorry about that. Just fix that. We'll see where we are after the next row. What was I just doing? This. Chain 1. Hope you're all finding this exciting. Please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. Also go check out my Instagram account. Both Affordably Crafty and Affordably Geeky. And also join my Facebook group. If you're not in there already, why not? That's where I post all my steals, deals, and freebies, folks. Plus, I really am excited when you guys show me pictures of your yarn hauls. That makes my face light up into a smile. It makes my day. I really appreciate it. Even better if you do a yarn pyramid. Right? Who doesn't love a good yarn pyramid? I do. I love a good yarn pyramid. How are we doing here? Pretty good. I have to finish voicing over my Hobby Lobby clearance videos and put those up. Maybe I'll finish doing that tonight after this if I have time. I did stay up pretty late a couple days this week doing filming for videos. I just was on a roll. Now some days you just feel like you have a lot of energy. That was the beginning of the week for me. Like Sunday, well, like Saturday, Sunday night. If that makes sense. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this tutorial last night, and then I just fell asleep rocking my son. Oh well, it is what it is, right? I think I only fell asleep for half an hour, then I went to bed. Stinks when you fall asleep for a really long time and you got like a crick in your neck all day. Ugh. Although it really is the best place to fall asleep. My son's like an oven, so I'm never cold. Which is nice. Pretty happy with how this is coming out. I definitely don't want to say that my channel is going to be chock full of tutorials because I don't feel like that's my niche. But if I feel so inclined, I may put a few up. What do you guys think? I'll take some honest feedback on this tutorial. I appreciate it. Not be mean though, let's be kind, okay? Yeah. Let's see. Round and around we go. Round and around we go. Let's see what else is going on. I'm getting ready for the kids to go to school. My son is going into 3 days a week pre-K, half days, since he's not eligible for full day pre-K till next year. And my daughter will be starting first grade. She's very excited. They both got their backpacks. Skylar will be sporting Super Mario, which she's super excited about. And Steven's doing a whole bunch of Marvel characters. He's really into the superheroes. Superheroes. Superheroes, what? Okay. Come on now. I feel like this is the right size I picked for a hook. At least for this project. You don't want it to be too open. You don't want to have a bunch of wiggle room to fall out. That's why I'm keeping it to single crochets. I mean, I suppose on the back here I could have more open stitches, but I wanted it to be nice and secure. And I wanted to have really good control over how the size was. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, we're going up the back side. And then, oh, this could stop twisting on itself. My goodness gracious. Let's see. I do know that the Hobby Lobby brand does have a pretty good selection of colors as far as crochet thread goes. Do you have a good online supplier you'd like to share? Comment down below. As far as differently colored crochet thread, not like white and neutral and like the same colors everybody else has. I do like variegated. I'm a big fan. I feel like this is taking a little while. I think my necklace round braided part will have to be a different tutorial because this is pretty long in the tooth. If you're still sticking with me, good job for you. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. Okay. Get in there. I'm almost there. Should have grabbed a water before I sat down. Well, that was an error. I'm getting there. Almost to the end. Hope you're having fun hanging out with me and doing this tutorial. Hey, we should do a flash your stash, but only crochet thread on the Affordably Crafty and Affordably Geeky group. What do you guys think? Flash your crochet thread stash. Be interesting to see what everybody has. You know, you've got that one little corner of your craft hoard that has crochet thread in it, right? If nothing else, then because it's kind of what you end up with a lot of times when you inherit some yarn stash. And a couple more, almost at the end of this row. Oh, I don't know what number it is. We're just winging it here, folks. One more. And we're gonna slip stitch into this one. Slippy slip stitch. Okay, now we're gonna see how we're doing on size. We're doing pretty good. Just all right, so if you can see, we're about reached the side. Let me just zoom that in some more so you guys can see. So we're, if you look on the side here, see that? That's about how far up we are. So now we're going to start to decrease. And at this point, I am going to be crocheting, holding our friend here. See how that goes. Where's my thing? Nope, here. Well, I guess I can do that when I'm halfway around. Okay, so to decrease, we're going to chain one. We're going to single crochet in that one. And then we're going to go through once, go through again, and then pull through all 3 loops. Single crochet in the next one. Go through the first one, pull up a loop. Go through this, oh, I'm still at 6 zoom. I don't know, is this better, guys? Go through the next one, pull up a loop. Go through all 3 loops. Maybe not that close in, hold on. Is that better? I don't know, this is all new. Oh, what did I just do? I just decreased. All right, single crochet in the next one. Then we're gonna do a single crochet decrease, pull up a loop, go in the next one, pull up a loop, go through all 3 loops on your hook, single crochet. Come on, fiddly bits. Single crochet, single crochet. And we've got pull up a loop, go through the next one, pull up a loop, go through all 3 loops. And you see here it's starting to make a pocket. Single crochet. And this is what we want. We want that pocket. That's what's going to hold in our tile piece. I'm going to do a decrease. So that's going to be the repeat all the way around. Single crochet and a single crochet decrease. Single crochet, single crochet decrease. Well, this is looking hecka glittery on this screen all of a sudden. Oops, what just happened? Error. Try again. Loop. Loop. Through 3. One, 2, through the loops, single crochet, 1, 2, through the loops, single crochet. Now once I get up to the top here, I'm gonna have to hold on to the tile because I want to be able to get it in there, I think. Oops, sorry if I just hit the camera by accident. That was a single crochet. Now a decrease. What do you guys think of this project? I mean, if you're still here at this point, I'm guessing that you like it. LOL, right? Decrease. Double crochet. Crocheting with this thread is actually kind of relaxing. This is not something I could do with the kids up, though. It's just too small and fiddly. It's not like I can really feel what's going on like I can with some other stuff. Anybody started working on holiday gifts yet? I kind of started. And I just get distracted because there's things I'm like, ooh, shiny. You know what I mean? I really should finish my big scrap can, though, because it's taking up a lot of room over there being a whip. Needs to move on, little doggy, and be done. Go in a vacuum bag and get put away until Christmas because it is big. It is a full-size scrap can. But I know the person I'm giving it to will appreciate it. So there's that good news, right? We want our work to be appreciated. Should be another couple weeks, and then Savers will put their sweaters back out, which is good. They put them away for a little while each year. Goodwill leaves them out, but Savers doesn't. So when they first go back out is a really good time to try and snag some good wool sweaters. Whether you use it for a felting project or you're harvesting yarn or whatever. I tend to use them for, oh well, if they're really nice Scandinavian knit ones, which are my favorites, that have the really pretty buttons, because I'm not a knitter. I have a couple of those I scored last year for under $10 that are 100% wool that I just wear in the winter. Let's be honest, I don't have the time to create for myself a complete winter wardrobe made out of crochet. I just don't. I'll be happy if this year if I make myself another sweater. Right? Although I kind of want to do a hooded sweater this year. Something a little more casual than the sweater I made last time. Or I could probably do another one of those sweaters made out of landscapes because I have a bunch of gray and black left. I don't know. So many good ideas. That's the problem. I have to make a Q and stick with it sometimes. Oops, that was not correct. Let me fix that. That one's supposed to be a decrease. There we go. That was not correct, folks. I have cut up some sweaters last year, like ones that were kind of holy and not so fun, and made them into stockings. I had made some fingerless mitts out of them and a cowl. That was fun. Most of those were gifted, though. I don't have them anymore. We're getting there. We're almost on the other side. If you're still with me, I really do appreciate you. I don't know if anybody's told you that today. This is fun. One, two, buckle my shoe. Do-do-do. Ah, come on. stinker, get in there. You don't want to go in. There we go. Oops, that was not right. Try again. Try that single crochet decrease again. That was better. Decrease. Single crochet. And a decrease. And we're back at the beginning. Slip stitch. Let's see how we're doing now. See, we're making a pocket. So fun. I gotta cut off this excess here. Just the little corners. Not doing anything for me here. Okay. Put you in your pocket. It is your little pocket. Ah, monkey balls. Hold on. Let's get it together. Pull this up so we don't have a disaster. You will go in, sir. Okay, so this is where we're at. What I am going to do for the next row is another decrease row. But I'm going to kind of maybe make it a little lacier so we're not covering up the beautifulness. But now I'm going to have to work around the tile. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So. What is going on here? We're all twisted. Let's get untwisted, folks. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and slip stitch into this one. So I'm skipping one and I'm going over to the next stitch and I'm going to slip stitch into that. I'm going to skip one, come over to the next one and slip stitch into that. My camera in, I think I'm in the field. Okay, does that make sense so far? I'm going to do a decrease here. So go in, and do a single crochet decrease. Slip stitch, skip that one and go into this one. Now we're going to do a decrease. And another decrease. Then a, whoop, lordy. Then a single crochet. Then a decrease. and another decrease. Single crochet, decrease, and a decrease. Single crochet, let's see how we're doing here. Doing good. Oops. Okay, a decrease. Do a single crochet here. Decrease here, around the corner. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame. It's a little difficult with the tile at the same time. Decrease around the corner. Single crochet over here. Now we're gonna skip that one and slip stitch over here. Oh yeah, that's good. Skip that one and slip stitch over here. I was trying to kind of close it up, if that makes sense. And then we're going to do a decrease here. Slip stitch over here. And a decrease here. Still is kind of cockeyed. I gotta fix it. Now the decrease. Once I go up this side, I can fix it. Single crochet. Decrease. And a decrease. See how it's starting to close up. Single crochet. Decrease. Decrease. Oh. Single crochet. And a decrease. A decrease. skip the next one, slip stitch. All right, let's see how we're doing. I think that's coming out pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm very happy with this. Okay. Now I'm gonna go over here, skip one, slip stitch. Skip one, slip stitch. Just trying to close this end off a little more. Skip one, slip stitch. That makes sense. I'm happy with this. So what I'm going to do now is kind of make my way back to the middle here, if that makes sense. No, Kim, that doesn't make sense. Well, you'll see in a second, okay? Now we're going to chain. What we're doing is we're making the loop for this to hang on, basically. I kind of have an idea in my head how big that rope I'm going to make is going to be. So that's how I'm kind of eyeballing this, if that makes sense. A couple more. 1, 2. Yep, that'll be fine. And I'm just going to go parallel to where I made the other, where it joins. That doesn't explain it very well. See here where it joins? I'm going to go parallel, so over about here. So there. Oh, too far forward. How about here? Try and get in there, but don't be too forceful because it is made of glass. If you know what I mean. Slip stitch. Oops. Monkeys. Try again. And then we're going to turn our work. I'm going to chain 1. And we're going to single crochet around this. Just make it so it's tight. I don't have to go through every loop. It's not really the look I'm going for with this. And then you can just make sure that you push the stitches down so that you can have a nice tight row here. If that makes sense. I hope it does. I'm very happy with how this is coming out. If you wanted to put a ring on this, you could also do that. I just think this looks kind of cool. Come on, crochet thread, don't fail me now. I'm getting there. Pausing to move my work down every so often. Just keep laying down pretty tight single crochets until this is totally full. Yeah. Getting there. I am super happy with how this came out. And I'm just pushing it down so that it's nice and tight. So you can go ahead and do like, I don't know, 4 or 5 single crochets and then move it over. Move it over, buddy. That makes sense. I am super happy with this. Yes, I am. Oh, sorry if you heard that. That was my tummy a-grumbling. About time for my late night snack. Definitely going to be grabbing a water after I'm done with this. That was a mistake on my part. Never do that again. Never start a tutorial without some water nearby. Good point, Kim. Push him down, push him down, push him down, down, down. I want this basically to be very reinforced, if that makes sense. So that basically by it being this thick, it's not going to stretch on you at all. In theory. I mean, don't be super rough and pulling on it, you know. Okay, we pretty much got that stuffed. If I pull on that, that ain't going nowhere. Oops. Where's my end piece? Oh, what just happened here? I dropped a loop. Let me fix that. Here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is turn my work. And I'm going to slip stitch down here, kind of in the back-ish row, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to slip stitch across this section as best I can here without fudging up my tile. Sorry if I'm not in frame. Slip stitching across here. That way too, all the weight is not on 2 points of the crochet piece. That makes sense. One more. Then we're going to tie off. Now I'm going to leave quite a long tail to weave in. I have to weave in this thing back here, and I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter so that that closes up. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Okay, scissors. I'm going to leave, I don't know, a decently sized tail so I can weave that in. Oops. Pull that all the way through. Tie that, pull that tight. So here we have it, folks. Without the ends tied in. Oops, let me back that up a little. So here you go. This is our pendant. What do you guys think? I think it's the bomb. How cool that is. Love that. That's what the back looks like. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this pendant. I think it's amazing. The crowd goes wild. Okay, I'm going to do a part 2 of this tutorial, which is going to be the braided rope thing that this is going to be on. All right, so please, if you do make this, put the pictures in my Affordably Crafty Facebook page. I would love to see your creations. And again, this can go around any size. I just kind of gave you the basic idea. All right, please like, share, and subscribe so your friends can learn to be Affordably Crafty too. Have a creative day, everyone. Bye-bye.